Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start the session soon. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Brace yourselves. We are going to start the event in a couple of minutes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meghna Surampuri, shall be the host of your day. Thank you all for being here. We are very happy to welcome you on behalf of the SmartBridge to this great event. Let me just acknowledge the presence of our chief guest, Mr. Manjunath Chandrasekhar, Program Manager of Blue Prism University. Without taking much of your time, please allow me to start the program. RPA Build-A-Thon is an exclusive skill-building initiative by SmartBridge and Blue Prism University to enable educator with robotic process automation skills. This program is a learning by doing event packed with hands-on training, mentoring sessions, and digital workforce development powered by SmartInternz and Blue Prism University. First and foremost, I'm absolutely elated to introduce the chief guest of the day, Mr. Manjunath Chandrasekhar, the program manager of Blue Prism. Manjunath is an aspiring program manager with 12 years of domain expertise. His past experience and working areas include marketing, branding, people management, project management, managing relations with academia, government, and public at its first place. He has an extensive knowledge and exposure gained by working at multinational companies like VMware, Cisco, and Blue Prism, etc. Right from his early career, he has grabbed wonderful opportunities and leveled up in his profession as a program manager. I consider it as a great honor to introduce Mr. Manjunath. Manjunath, you may take the lead now.
Thank you thank you so much for the introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Manjunath, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Yeah. frankly speaking, I was not prepared for the presentation. I was not sure, but I am going to give a presentation on the last day of the training for sure about the program, about the company, and what kind of growth we are having, and what exactly the benefits are there for the institutions as well as for the educators and students through this particular program. But right now, let me give a small introduction about what is Blue Prism and why should you consider Blue Prism. In fact, right now, what are we offering for institutions? So to start with, a brief introduction. Blue Prism is a UK-based company. We started in the year 2001, and it's been like 20 years right now. So we are through this journey, and we are the one who found RPA in this market. I should say that's the reason we call ourselves as pioneers. We were the one who found RPA, and since then there are a lot of players who emerged in the market right now, and we are having our presence in more than 17 countries with over 160 plus regions, and we are dealing with more than 2000 plus customers across the globe. And to name some of them, we have companies like Microsoft, TCS, in India, if I want to name it as the familiar ones, Infosys, and Deloitte, and Wipro. All these are some of our major customers, like again, Ernst and Young. So we have the diversity in our customer base, and the customer traction as well. It can start from the product oriented company, and it can go through retail, finance, insurance, you name it, we have it. Automobile, even Tata Motors is our customer who are working on our product by automating various processes. So I'm not sure if you have heard about RPA by now, Robotic Process Automation. But just to give a brief introduction, uh, process automation is a software-based automation. That's not a physical robot, what you could see over there. We are going to give a software to any of the customers of ours so that they can enable any kind of projects or process by automating them and reducing the human workforce in terms of um, back-end processes, and off late even the front-end processes as well. Some of the processes which can be automated are uh, leave application management, salary processes, tax management, and if you have heard about chatbot, that's one of the best example which I could take right now. If you have any queries, you just type in and throw it to the in the chat bot if you visit any of the website. So the chat bot grabs those keywords and throws back the response. So that is one kind of RPA process, I should say, robotic process automation process, which you could notice day in and day out. So that's what is all about RPA right now. And when it comes to the opportunity, what kind of benefits you have, I'm sure you all will be keen to know about it. I am going to give a presentation on the last day of the training in detail about the program, the benefits for each and every institution, and what kind of institution we have onboarded, how many of them are there. And I should also name SmartBridge as one of our authorized academia partner. So they are our legal authorized academia partner, and they have the certified trainer with them who can enhance educators and students and make sure that they can give the right kind of information to all the participants and make them skill enhance on RPA. So this is what the brief introduction which I had right now. I will promise you all that I'll give a detailed presentation on the last day of the training. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manjunath. That's so captivating. Thank you so much. So next, I would like to introduce Mr. Jay Prakash, who's a fierce individual, and he is working continuously towards bridging the academic gap between the students and the industry. So it's an absolute pleasure for me to invite Mr. Jay Prakash to this event. Jay Prakash, you may take the lead now.
Yeah, thank you, Meghna.
Thank you.
Hope I'm audible.
Yes, Jay, you're audible.
Thank you. So, thank you, Mr. Manjunath, for your crisp information about the Build-A-Thon. Yeah, hope definitely we are expecting you to have more time on the last day of the Build-A-Thon so that the participant would grasp more information about Blue Prism and the RPA technology. So yeah, so coming to the build-a-thon that we are going to have for the next 3 days. So we have started this concept build-a-thon where we wanted to give kind of practical hands-on experience on any particular technology to the academia, be it students, be it faculty, anyone. So this is a second, I mean to say third build-a-thon that we are doing, and before we started with IBM and then with GoDaddy and now with RP, Blue Prism with RPA technology. So we are very glad and we are very much excited to be part of or to become one of the authorized partners of Blue Prism University for driving RPA technology across the academy. So I'm expecting to have more and more programs to the academia in collaboration with Blue Prism University going forward. And we expect a lot of outcomes to be grasped by the participants here. So like previously, whichever Pilathon which we have executed, it was huge success. We got lots of response from the participants, and they were still continuously. It's been 4 to 5 months since we have completed our previous build-a-thons, and still the faculty are in connect with us, trying to know more about the particular technology which they have attended, and gain more knowledge. And in the same way, we are expecting you all to be in connect with us and stay tuned to our programs, gain more knowledge, and yeah. So definitely, we'll come up with good programs going forward. So I thank Blue Prism University for being part of this wonderful event. And yeah, so thank you all for taking part in this program and taking an initiative to learn new technology, which is going to be one of the booming technology. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, Jay. So on behalf of the management, I once again thank Mr. Manjunath and Mr. Jay Prakash for providing their gracious presence to join us today to enhance our joy. Thank you so much. Now I would
Thank
like
you.
to hand over this event to Mr. Hemant. So Hemant will be acting as a mentor for the coming days of the event. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir. It's audible.
Please, anyone, just let me know.
Yes, sir, you are
Yeah,
audible.
you're audible, Hemant.
Yeah,
Please
thank you,
continue.
Meghna.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you all. Oh, so let me share my screen and just let's start our session. And I request all the participants to not unmute yourself, as it may create some disturbance. And I hope my screen is visible to you all. The slides are visible to you all. Yep, thank you. So, so this program is on robotic process automation. So, how many of you here in the session are aware of this technology called robotic process automation? So, the participants who are aware of this can just raise their hands. Yep. Yeah, that's good to see that number. Basically, when I usually take the sessions for other colleges, or it might be for any other sessions, I did not see this number of hands raised for this particular technology. Thanks for your answer, guys. Who might have raised their hands. Thanks for your response. Yep, and so let's start. Let's deep dive into this RPA technology, and today's session will be completely introductory part only. You cannot expect any kind of hands-on today, as we'll be installing our softwares and we'll be knowing the ground reality of robotic process automation. It's something but an introductory session, and then once this I complete the intro of robotic process automation, then I'll be taking you to the Blue Prism tool. We'll install that Blue Prism tool in the session, and then in that Blue Prism tool we have a studios like Process Studio and Object Studio. I'll tell about them, and we'll wind up for the day. So yep, and I'll try my best, and I'll make sure that you all understand whatever I explain you today, and I'll make sure that I'll be very slow, as this technology might be new to many of the participants in this session. So yeah, let's proceed further. So this is for the agenda for the day: introduction to RPA, that is robotic process automation, then introduction to Blue Prism tool, and then, as I told, in that Blue Prism tool we have two studios, that is Process Studio and our Object Studio. I'll just tell the definition, or what we do there in this Process Studio, and what is Object Studio, and then we'll have a differentiation slide between both the studios, and we'll wind up the day. Okay, so yeah, the same question again, guys. What is this RPA? Yep, it is robotic process automation, but what is this robotic process automation? See, whenever I ask what is RPA, I get the answers like it's robotic process automation. So yeah, it is robotic process automation, but what is the exact definition? Can anyone just tell me? Yeah, the people who knows about this robotic process automation can just uh, write their answers in the chat. Yeah, it mimics human activities. Yep, exactly. So yeah, it does not require so many interventions. Yeah, exactly. So without further delaying, let's see the definition of this robotic process automation. So the process of automating business operations with the help of robots to reduce the human interventions is to be known as robotic process automation. Okay, so one thing here, before getting into much deeper into this robotic process automation, I just wanted to clear you as well, like Manjunath has told it, but I wanted it again to rewind that statement. Here when we say as robotic process automation, most of the people think like we have a physical robots kind of thing, but to just tell you and to just clear you, we will not be having any kind of physical robots here. Instead, it's a software, it's a software running on a physical or a virtual machines. We develop a automated process. We develop a process which is in a graphical manner, graphical manner, which acts as a human, which does all the works which human does. That is nothing but uh, mimicking the activities of human. Yep. So I hope you are all clear with this definition. And I request the participants, if you have any kind of doubt, you can just ask me then and there, because I'll be going slow, and I'll be much happier if you just interact with me, by taking up the questions. So if you're clear with the slide, I'll be moving further, and if yes, please type yes in chat, and or if you want me to repeat, or if you want me to tell this process again, I'll repeat it. Yeah, okay, thank you. So I'll proceed further. So in the next slide, what we'll be seeing is, as you know, RPA is nothing but, robotic process automation. But actually, why do we call it as a robotic process automation? Just we'll see that, why we call it as a robotic process automation in this slide. Yeah. Like most of you people know that, robotic is nothing but the thing or the one which mimics human being work, the mimicking the human actions, or human works, we call them as a robot, right? The same way, as you all know, that all the works which can be done by a human being, this mimics the flows what we make, what are the backend, uh, it might be any backend process, or front end process, as Manjunath stated. They can be uh, automated, right? That is what, that is nothing but the the work which is done by human, it is doing it by itself, right? By just drafting a graph, a process in a graphical manner, right? That is what it is, a robot. And coming to the process, as I have repeated 2 times that graphical representation flows we have here, right? So it is nothing but, when we have here all the process which we build, all the flows which we build are, built in a step by step manner. And that itself, and the execution of the process, or the working of these digital workers, will be in the same form, the form what we created, the process what we create in a step by step process. The same process it follows while the execution, like at the time of execution, the same process has been followed. That is what we have a term called process. And then automation again is the same thing. Any process that is done by a robot without human interventions are known as automations, right? So yep, I hope you are clear with this. Why do we call it as a robotic process automation? Yes, thanks. So can I proceed further? Yeah, thank you. So yeah, in this slide, we'll just see, the areas where this RPA can be applied. This RPA can be, I can tell with a confidence that, any area you take, we can apply this automated field nowadays. Most of the companies, all the companies, what they do think of, they've just wanted, all the companies wanted to their work to be done, easier, to be done accurately, to be done easy, and to complete the work as soon as possible, and hand over to the customers, right? In the same that is what, I am very pretty confident that this RPA technology can be applied in maximum of fields you take in a nowadays, in the present situations. And uh, here are some examples, like the sectors. I have just stated a few sectors where this RPA can be applied. They are banking sector, logistics sector, F&A is nothing but finance and accounting, and then healthcare sectors, networking and IT, and insurance sectors. So these are some sectors, basically very few sectors where this our technology can be applied. And coming let me state few examples. Now coming to this banking sector, what is done, in this banking sector, what will be automated. Coming to logistics sector, what will be automated. Let me take few of these sectors and tell you a brief examples of particular example of that automation where it can be applied, right? So when coming to this banking sectors, you know when you fill a request form, like when you fill a request form, or you might be bank deposit forms, what do you do? Like we just fill it manually, right? We give our account number, we give the cash cash to be deposited in a form of basically you fill the deposit form, right? It is done manually. We fill it manually, and then what the executive sitting there will be doing is he'll just take that deposit slip, and by seeing that number, or by seeing that amount what we have written there manually, he enters that account number as well as the amount there in their systems, right? So this process, basically it can be automated. We use intelligent automation there. Okay, we where the OCR process comes in, the OCR and this plus this RPA can be one, and we can we can implement this type of automations in this banking sector. What happens whenever you give a deposit slip there, the person takes and just give to the system. What happens, all the manual written things whatever are there will be captured by the system and entered by themselves in their softwares what the bank uses, their usual software, right? In that way, that it is an one small example in a banking sector where this RPA can be applied, right? Now coming to this healthcare sector, when we go to these hospitals, if we have some insurance kind of thing, again the form filling things, we have to submit XYZ forms there, they get verified, the person should verify, all this process comes a hectic one, right? That all that process even can be automated with the use of this RPA. And then coming to this IT sectors, these IT sector, we have a major application of this RPA, like a major sector where we can apply this RPA, which can make half of the burden, out from the companies. So that particular, use case, or the particular example, I'll detailedly explain you in the slide of our use cases, right? We have a slide where we see all the use cases of this RPA, like, or not all, very few use cases which we generally use, for a basic understanding of this RPA technology. We basically go with all the basic examples, right? So that example I'll explain you there in our use cases, right? So I hope it's clear for you all till here. If anything, you can just let me know. Yeah, I hope my voice is also very clear, right? There's no lag or delay in that. Yeah, thank you. And now coming to some benefits. Now coming to benefits of this RPA, like, what benefits do we get, and why why we should go with this RPA or something, let's see some benefits. Increased efficiency. What do you understand when we say like efficiency, or increased efficiency? And the work efficiency which is there, when a human is doing the work, check the efficiency, and when a robot is doing the work, you'll have a clear difference in the efficiency, right? The work efficiency, right? That can be increased when a human is doing some work, what efficiency we get. And you can compare both, and you can see that when a robot is doing the work, we get a lot efficiency there. That efficiency when compared with human work can be increased by applying this. And the second one is improved accuracy. Yep, we all are human being a human being, making errors, or doing errors is a common thing, right? We all do errors. Even me are doing some projects, or doing some code. I even do some error, right? So that when we apply the same thing, when we apply this RPA technology, that accuracies, the human errors what we make, the errors which are made by human, or the errors which occur when the human does work, that can be decreased. The errors can be decreased by using this RPA. As you can see that a robot is working there, right? And then coming to this lower operational cost, that is nothing but just compare Now, man, you have a workforce of, human employment of 50. Okay, the what cost you pay for them, and when you have employment of 10, and you make most of your work automated, you save a much cost right there. The expenses will be decreased for a company, right? Am I right? The spending expenses what are there on an person will be getting decreased for the company, right? They earn much. That is what many companies nowadays. I hope I have put a slide of stacks as well. I'll tell you there, even most of the companies, 90% all MNCs are trying their best to implement this technology by the end of 2021 in any way, in any form. They wanted this technology to be there in their companies, where many companies can save their time, save their money, and even the work efficiency gets increased, the accuracies get increased, the customer satisfaction levels increases when these companies give a accurate product to the customer, right? So that is what many companies are aiming to introduce this technology in their companies. Yeah. Then coming to this richer data analytics, data analytics is nothing but the represent data about the work amount of work which we do, or the amount of work which this digital workers has done, everything in a day, or will be scheduling some works, and if what are the works get stopped, or some works gets did not get started on the scheduled time. We have some little bugs and all things, right? The accuracy levels, and successive runs of this scheduled digital workers, everything can be analyzed, and we can view in a graphical manner there. So I'll show you that tab where we can see all these things once we install our softwares, as will be a new user. Like most of you might not, you might be, but most of people might not be introduced to this Blue Prism software. As you go on working with this digital workforces, building this digital workforces, the more you get that this data analytics in your analytics tab. Okay. So yeah, next, coming to this higher employee productivity and satisfaction. For this, I want to give an example. Like when a employee is there in a company, if he sits for a day, and he's getting all the things as expected, he is getting all the works done as expected, he's getting the results as expected. What happens, the customer gets satisfied, right? Yeah, I'm doing my, sorry, the employee gets satisfied, right? I am doing my work is going as per the schedule, or I'm getting all my expected works to be done today in time, right? So what happens, the level of expectations, the level of expectations of the works when it is getting done, the satisfaction, or the happiness of employees gets increased. With that, what happens, employees start working more, and they even start exploring more when the things gets happening, that when the things come in a right way. What happens automatically, employee will start researching on that, implementing that things in a different way. By this, what happens, employee production, gaining knowledge increases, the knowledge of our employees increases, and the level of satisfaction increases for an employee. And as employees get satisfied, and he explores more things, and he learns more things. With that, what happens, a company is getting advanced, right? Like a company is getting an advantage, right? By, like when an employee excels into a deeper things in a particular technology, or when he is trying to integrate 2 or 3 technologies together with the help of this technology. So what happens, a person, like a company's dependency on the other person decreases when an employee is doing, a single employee is doing multiple works for them, right? So that what happens, this again save the money, and these employees gets, as this employees has higher knowledge, like is by his own interest, he is researching and implementing that in a company. So that is a beneficial for the company, right? So this is also an advantage of using this robotic process automation. And yeah, the final one is like, the process designing works, digital work, or implementing this flow is quite easier and agile. We can divide this the main task into subtasks as well. This form this form of implementing a main task, or dividing the main task into a subtask. One main task can be divided as a subtask, individual task. These things are very easy, they can be done easily here. And when we talk in a technical terms, when related with this blue prism, we call that thing as layering of logic. Cutting down a single main flow to a sub flows is known as layering of logic. Okay, hope you are clear with this all benefits and you have understood the things. If any queries, you can just post in the chat. Participants, if any queries, you can just feel free to ask. I'll wait a bit here. So all the slides till now, like introduction, why we call this as a robotic process automation, and then benefits and the sectors where we can apply, what small examples I have given in each sector. I hope all these things are clear to you all, right? All the participants who are there in my meet, it's clear for you all, right? If any kind of query, you can just post it in chat. Yeah. Thanks for the confirmation, dear participants. Can I move further? Yes, thanks for the confirmation. So yeah, now here we'll take a much time. We'll take some more time when compared to the other slides. As I'll explain. I have given some few real-time use cases. So what basically I prefer when giving a trainings. With this, what happens? A layman also can understand it in a easier way. Minal Mitra, this recordings will be available on our YouTube channel. I'll share the recording videos at the end of the session. Once the session is end, I'll share that recording, like link of a recording in our Telegram group. Thank you. So yeah, coming back to this slide, here what I prefer is this data scraping, web automations, creating and delivering is nothing but a PDF automations, and payroll automations. I feel it as a basic task where when you perform this basic task, you get enough knowledge on this RPA, and you can by yourself you can excel into this technology, and by on yourself you can create many more. So now without wasting time, let's get started, and let's know more about these use cases. Now coming to this hiring and onboarding process, this is the process which I was talking related to IT sector, which is the main problem for all the members. For a company is what happens when we have some openings. Uh, for say I have an opening for an ML engineer. Okay, in my company I have just openings called 10. Okay, I have number of openings is 10. But do you think do I get only 10 applications for that particular opening? guys, do I get only 10 applications? If I have only 10 applications, so applicants will think, okay, I can only 10 applications will apply. Is it like that? No, right? So what happens, I get more applications, sometimes we even bounce, we have many applications with us backing, just for 10 or 5, or even when we have some two openings as well, we have many applications with us, where we have to check each and every applications. And what does this HR department do? Whenever we get some applications, they check for the applications, and then they shortlist some applications. And then once they shortlist some applications, they send them a reminder mail, like a notification mail, like you have been shortlisted for so and so round. Assume that it's a round one. Okay, I'll explain you complete detail without this automation and with automation. Okay, I'll explain you both the ways what HR department will be doing. Now what happens, let's say some 100 applications I have received. Okay, out of these 100 applications, my department has shortlisted 70. Now what they do, for this shortlisted 70, they conduct an round one interview, right, which will be a technical interview, right? So now this technical interviews goes on for it might be, sorry, not technical interview, it is a written interview, right? Written test interview for this 70 people. Now this to organize this interview written test for 70 people, we can do it in a one day, but we don't, because we have some other openings as well, right? So like I'm just talking about one opening, that is for ML engineer. Okay, what we do, we conduct a written test for this 70 people. Now after this written test is over, again this evaluation is done automatically, and we take some time for evaluating this 70, and then we again shoot out a mail to the candidates who are shortlisted for the second round, and for all the candidates who are shortlisted for the who are not shortlisted for the second round, right? Again, I have taken some 2 to 3 days of time. After this round one, I'll be taking some 2 or 3 days of time for notifying them about round two. Okay, now I have shortlisted some around 40 students again for a round two. Now what happens in round two, I have a technical round here. Okay, now coming to this technical rounds, again a human HR should come, HR person should come, a technical HR should come, and he'll be asking questions. For a person it might take 2 minutes, for other person it might take 5 minutes, for other person he may take 30 minutes. So he will not have any fixed time for a student, right? It completely depends on the student. Now again what happened, I'll take for this 40 students, I might take 1 week, or I might take 4 days to complete all these students shortlisting process, right? That is, now assume that I'm done with round two. I have taken some 1 week of time. Now the round two, selected notifications for round three, and non-selected notifications of round two participants. Again we take some 1 day to send them emails for both not selected and selected. Now coming to this last round, that is round three. Round three, what happens? Technical round is done. It's a normal common HR round. Now coming to this common HR round, I have, let's say I have 20 people with me. I'll take next 2 days. I'll take all for taking interviews. I'll take 2 days. Then I'll take a day or a 2 day to send that confirmations regarding their selection procedure, right? Now out of this 20, finally I have selected 10, because I have only openings of 10, right? Now my openings are done, like my selection process is done for the 10 openings. Even there are a case where we have 5 openings, but we while coming to this final round, that is round 3, will be able in a stage will be in a stage able to qualify only 2 people, right? Able to select only 2. Now again 3 are pending, even after receiving this many applications. So to complete all this process of for a single opening, if I take 2 to 3 weeks of time, that is nearly a month of time. So you just assume like how much time do we take to fill other openings as well. For only one opening, that is opening in a department of ML engineer, I have only for just filling up this 10 applications. If I am taking a 1 month, just assume if I have many openings, the count is increasing like 15, 20 or 30 or 50 or even 100. How much time do the companies take? Right now, this entire process is without implementing this RPA technology. Okay, I have taken some rough 1 week, 1 month of time. Right now, let's switch to a case where I have implemented this particular technology. Okay, I have implemented RPA. What I do, I just I give advertisement as soon as a company gives advertisement for so and so department, so and so openings. What all the applications will be received to me. Right now, what my flow, what I have designed for this hiring and onboarding process, what does it does? All the applications which I have received, it goes, checks them, and gives me the result in a short span of time. In no time, I can tell, frankly tell, in 1 day I'll get the result who are shortlisted for the round one. Okay, then if I am willing to take this written test, written test will also be done by using this RPA technology, where immediate results are been announced, and the students selected for the round two are also been announced then and there itself. Then what happens? Whenever I conduct a round two, that is technical round, as Manjunath mentioned, it was chatbot, right? I can make use of this chatbot, or again a web interface where I can design a small, technical interview software, and just implement this, just link this RPA with that particular software. Where it happens, the work which is done by all my technical team, that is technical HRs, or complete HR department, by implementing by implementing this way of technology, it will be done in a week, or 10 days. The entire process with human being, when it is been taking 10 days, 1 month to fill just 10 openings, by implementing such technologies, I can do it within 7 to 10 days. How much a company is saving their time, right, by implementing these kind of technologies. What happens, the HR department works get reduced, right? The burden on them gets reduced, the work time they spend on selecting or hiring process get reduced. With this, what happens, everything is beneficial for the company, right? As they are saving their amount, and as they are saving the amount of burden, or burden taken by the employees for just hiring this 10 is getting reduced, right? So in any form you see, it's beneficial for the companies. So this is the reason why many companies are trying to implement this technology in any form in their companies. So hope you are all clear with this hiring and onboarding example which I have taken. Participants, am I audible? Yep. So now let's go with this data starving. Just assume that I am I am a person who daily reads a news of cricket. Okay, I want to read a news of cricket a daily morning. I have an habit of it. Not only a single newspaper, I prefer to go with multiple newspapers to get more information, right? As many as when you compare both newspapers, two newspapers, I don't want to take any name of the newspapers. When you compare both newspapers, the message which they deliver will be different, and the topics they cover will be different, right? In the same way, what I do in this particular cricket domain, I want to search, like I want to get all the newses, right? All the news, like I try my best to get all the latest updates regarding this, right? So what I do, I have a habit of reading some, take some 4 newspapers a day, right? Daily morning, I have an habit of reading these 4 newspapers. What I do, I just open, read that topic, close it. Again, I open the topic, close the browser, and read it again. Instead of I doing taking this topic, searching for the topic, or once I'm done, done with the topic, closing it again, redirecting me to some other newspaper, rather than me doing the things. Just feel like if you have an automated process which daily mornings, you just schedule a time to it, daily morning, from at a 6 o'clock, okay? Daily morning at a 6 o'clock, all all the 4 newspapers which you prefer to read gets gets open, gets the data from that particular newspapers, and gets stored in your PC. How do you feel? Like, whenever you are free, you can go through that all newses. You'll have a complete picture, you have complete news, or complete updates in a single format near you. It might be, that's our wish, once after the data is extracted from that particular newspapers, or your newspaper websites, which we can store it in a form of PDF, or store it in a form of Excel, store it in Excel. It's our wish. While designing the digital worker, we do these things. Okay, so by this data scraping is also an like, first coming to this data scraping, why I have told the process, like, but just forgot to tell what is this data scraping. Data scraping is nothing but extracting the data from a website. Okay, so with this process, as I've taken an example of cricket updates, right, from a 4 different newspapers. Just imagine if your work is getting reduced, and if you are having everything ready made in front of you, how do you feel? That extracting the data from different websites, or different forums, and getting stored in a single page, or in a single folder, or a single format, feels better, right? It's easier for you to access, right? Are you clear with this data scraping use case? Yeah, thanks. Now, let's move on for web automations. Here, the web automations are nothing but, again, logging into an website, performing the, now just let me take a small use case here. Again, in this web automations, we have a use case called calculating my EMI. Okay. So whenever you want to calculate a EMI, what do? You prefer, you go to some bank website, or any website where EMIs can get calculated. Now let's take an example of HDFC website. Okay, what I do, if I want to calculate my EMI, what I do, I just go to that website. I should enter my URL first, go to that website, then enter the amount, then enter the duration, you know then I'll get then I should select the tenure, enter the amount, tenure, and then it gets calculated. All the fields what are there on there. Guys, is my use case slide not visible to you all? Yep. Dear participants, I have just stated the names there, either use cases names there. I did not do anything much. That is what I hope you're seeing your screen stable, because I've just given the names there. Hiring and onboarding, data scraping, web automations, creating and delivering innovations, payroll automations. I've just given the text format there, and with that text format, I'm explaining the process which we do in it. yeah, coming back to this web automations, what we have to do, we have to navigate to a URL, fill all the fields what are there, fill all the fields in that, and then submit it, and then I'll be getting a result. Instead, you doing the things, just assume a system, or automated, if you perform your, if you build a automation which can calculate the EMIs, the amount which can calculate EMI for the so and so amount. How do you feel? Like, you just give an amount to it, it will just calculate your, it will just navigate to that website, calculate the amount, like, calculate the EMI for that, and just gives back to you. How do you feel? Like, your work gets reduced, and meanwhile, you can even, while our digital worker is performing this EMI calculations, a person can concentrate on his other work as well, right? This is what happens. Your work is not getting stopped. Your digital worker is performing a one task of calculating the EMI. You being a person, you can work on the other task, right? In this way, what happens? My both works get done in a single time, in a short, in the same time, I can complete my both works. Okay. So are you clear with this web automations, a sample use case what I have taken, calculating an EMI? Yes, thank you. And then going with this, creating and delivering, innovations is nothing but, when you take, basically this last to second, innovations, delivering or creating this innovations is done in taxation companies. Many of the taxation companies do these works, right? What work taxation companies have, they have to check their clients ID with the ID of their tax ID, or some ID they have, their clients IDs they get, they have to extract the ID from that PDF or the format what they have. Basically they follow a PDF standard format. Okay. So what happens? They have to extract that PDF, check for their taxation, as like they have paid the taxation or not. So how much they have to pay if not paid. If paid, what is their next taxation date? All this kind of thing should be done in this taxation companies, right? They have to again reshare them the innovations, generated innovations, and all. Am I not audible now? Uh, Yeah, thanks. So can anyone just let me know, like, where did I start? Where, from where you are not able to hear, listen. Okay, let me do a thing. I'll just start from beginning again of this. Innovative part, like PDF automations. Here what happens, by when you implement this kind of technologies in your taxation companies, the work which is done by team lead is completely automated. It is a complete back end process, right? Back process where a team lead checks for this ID, and compares with his database, and then he checks whether everything is proper or not, or the team who is preparing this innovations have prepared proper innovations, or even the checks for the IDs, whether the same ID is for the same person, all these things, right? These things take a while for them to perform, right? Instead, if you just have a PDF format with you and a document, like database with you, what happens? By implementing this PDF automations, our digital workers goes to opens this PDF, extracts the data what we want, compares the data with your database, checks for everything, and then gives you result. Don't you feel amazing, or don't you feel relaxed when your most of the work which is done by you is getting automated, right? So this is how we can implement PDF automations in taxation companies. Yeah, this was one of the example where RPA can be implemented in a taxation forum. Yeah, coming to the payroll automations, yeah, payrolls is common for all companies. All these things gets done by our HR department again, right? Hiring, doing this payroll automations, giving this payrolls, all things are hectic work to them. Again, this payroll automations, when we feel like when it gets automated, their work stress reduces, and the things get done soon, right? So these are a few examples which I can give, or we can state which I can state to you all, to get you to get make you feel some interesting about this technology. Are you all clear with this use cases, or use cases process which I have told you? Are you all clear with this? Do you have any queries regarding the use cases I have stated on my screen? If you have any queries regarding the use cases I've stated on my screen, you can just go ahead and post them to me, or I'll just wait for 2 minutes and then I'll skip for, I'll move forward. As I hope I have many faculties here, right? This, as this program is exclusive for this faculty, so hope you might wondering, like, can this RPA be implemented in your education forum as well? Yes, the answer is yes. And in education sectors as well, we can apply this technology, and we can automate many of our works. Again, coming to education sector, just consider your college. Okay, in your college, what does account section do? Does account section checks for the yeah, exactly, like knowing the courses of a college can also be done, but major part goes to the account section, right? Account section is what I feel is somewhat difficult task for them when we have bunch of students in our college, and managing their accounts, the fees they have paid or not, all these things get some hectic for the accounts department, right? There, if we automate the work, like so and so date, we give some so and so date for the so and so semester, you have to pay this amount of you have to pay this amount, right? Yeah, email automation is one of the use case. Yeah, email automations, I was about to tell that, I was about to link this uh, you know accounts department example, I was explaining with this email automations itself. We can just send a reminder to the student parents, or even to the students that so and so payment is due for this date, you have to pay this date. All these things can be uh, you know taken, can be automated by using this email automations. Even the emails which you send for when you have an event, you send some bulk of event messages for the participants, or you publicize, that can be automated. Or even the mails which you send for the celebrities, you will be inviting so and so celebrity, you will be mailing them, right? Even that email process also can be automated. See, communication in the sense, one department to the other department communication. So what do you just, if you're offering some course of the other department, when I was studying in my engineering life, I would have a courses like, university course, or, institutional course, something it was named. And, I have to study the course of some X department. That is, if I am a student of CSE and I have to study the subject of ECE, EEE, or a mechanical, when we do that things, the data, am I attending the class, what is my test scores, score of the test, all these things can be captured automatically and mailed to that person, can be mailed to the head of the person's head department, or the in charge who is there for that person in his department. That even that can be also automated. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it can be implemented in manufacturing fields, in some, not 100%, but yeah, some things can be done automated in this manufacturing field as well. Someone has asked me regarding the, do we use data scraping for differentiating the fake news as and real news? See, just understand the definition of this data scraping is nothing but extracting the data from a website. We have a department in a companies where they do these things. They extract the data from different websites, and they keep monitoring. So it's nothing like differentiating fake news or real news. If you want to do that, yeah, you can do that by integrating. We have a process called intelligent automation. Yeah, you can use that and do that things as well. Hope my answer is very clear to the participant who have asked the query. So with your permission, participants, can I move further? Yeah, thanks. Now, coming to this, let me stop my sharing for a second, because I have forgotten, like I have just taken three, uh, what I can say, mm, three statements, the reasons behind why you have to go with this RPA and all. I have taken this three statements. Like, let me show that I've just forgot to mention it here. I have it in my other slides. Just let me know if that slide is visible to you or not. Is my slide visible to you, the other screen, rather than this Canva presentation what I am showing? Rather than that, my physical presentations is not visible, right? A PPT is not visible. Okay, let me stop my share for a second and share the entire screen. Yep. So I hope now it is visible, right? Yep, thanks for the confirmation. Like, these are some facts. These are some facts where I have taken, like, the same facts we have even mentioned on our website. RPA software revenue can be nearly $2 billion in 2021. This we have taken for Gartner. Gartner is a source where we have taken this from. When you can get such a huge amount of revenue, why don't a company thinks of implementing it, right? And then 90% of larger, this I was stating while I was explaining about this introduction. In the entire part of introductory RPA, I was repeatedly stating this, right? 90% of larger organizations globally will have adopted RPA in some form by 2022. Sorry, I have mentioned that 2021, but it's 2022. Okay, by in any form, like they are trying, most of the companies are trying in any way, they have to implement this technology in any of their department. And yeah, RP engineering role is fastest growing job role globally. This we have taken from LinkedIn. So these are some real facts or real stacks you can tell about this particular technology. There are many more, but what I felt is like these three can be major impact. Coming to your education sectors, when you want your students to get interest on this particular kind of technologies, when you go and tell them, you have such things which can be automated, and if you learn these technologies, you'll have you'll get a better job, a job sooner. So definitely a student will try learning, or try adapting this technology, right? So this is what I felt like the third stacks what we have put is for that. RP engineering role is the fastest growing job role globally. And many of the companies, when you go to LinkedIn now, even now you can just open your LinkedIn and just search, we have a jobs option there, right? We'll just get notified regarding jobs also if you enable that option. When you go and check for the jobs, many of the companies have been posted it repeatedly for this RP engineering role. And to give you an example, recently IBM, many of you are aware of this IBM, I hope, right? IBM is, regularly they are posting a job notification for this RPA engineer role. Uh, Whenever you open in a week, you will have this, job posted there in a week, two or twice or thrice we are getting a notifications regarding that from IBM, because every company is trying to adopt. And to tell you, this Blue Prism and IBM got collaborated, like they are getting partnered, they are they are becoming a partners very soon. Even Microsoft Azure is a partner of this you know uh, you know Blue Prism, and we have even AWS, who is going to be a soon partner of with Blue Prism again. Leading companies, all the leading companies which you can see, EY, even EY have this partnership with Blue Prism, and they are even automating their most of the process with the help of this Blue Prism. So I hope you have got some stacks regarding this technology as well. You're clear with the stacks, right? Yep. So a slide of top three tools is visible to you, right? Just reconfirm with me, because as I'm switching the tabs, sometimes what happens, our tabs will not be visible to the participants. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So now coming to this technology, when you take this technology, you for sure you'll be eager to know what are the tools, what are the softwares are related to that particular technologies, right? So when you compare this robotic process automations, top we have many softwares. Okay, first of all, we have many softwares regarding this, related to this automations and all things. But most common top three tools are this. That is RPA, Blue Prism is one, second is UiPath, and the other one is Automation Anywhere. These are the three main tools, or the top tools whenever you learn regarding, whenever you search regarding, surf regarding, or whenever you want to learn this RPA, or when you want to adapt this RPA, the four most top three tools will be visible to you on Google is these three. These three are leading completely the RPA field. And when you compare internally with these three, our Blue Prism is, leading the entire RPA forum. As this RPA thing was first, they have this Blue Prism company has only, brought up these things out. How can we automate the things? Even this intelligent automations are first been implemented by this Blue Prism. Now then slowly your path is doing that. Here in Blue Prism, we call it as intelligent automations. When we go with UiPath, we have a thing called AI Fabric. UiPath and AI Fabric both are doing this automations of combining this RPA technology with AI, ML, all these things. In UiPath is done by AI Fabric, and when coming to this Blue Prism, when you automate the things which are integrating these two technologies, that is RPA and AI, ML, these things are known as digital automation, sorry, intelligent automation in this Blue Prism. Even Automation Anywhere is working on it. Regarding that, I'll tell you in a second day session, because I don't have that stacks with me. I just prefer Blue Prism and UiPath, so I can just help you out with this Blue Prism and UiPath. Okay, so hope you have got some clarity on this tools, right? That is Blue Prism, why they are leading when compared with others. Did you? And if you ask me the recommendations, you can go with any of this tool, that is Blue Prism or UiPath. And to learn this technology, you don't need any coding. Okay, you don't need to write the codes and do the thing, write the codes for doing this automations. It's just a drag and drop things here. So are you clear with this, dear participants? Can I move further? Yes, thank you. Now, coming to this Blue Prism platform, like why do we call it as an intelligent RPA platform? We call it as intelligent RPA platform as we have a process design studio here. As I was mentioning in our agenda, we have a process studio and an object studio, right? We have a designing studio different. We have different designing studios here, where we can design a flow for a business process, as well as when we want to automate some things like web automations, spying the elements, or desktop automations. We can do both the things, and we have a different studios for them to perform the operations. That is what that is one of an functionality of our intelligent platform. And the next thing is this digital workers. Digital workers are nothing but a software robots which we build building this graphical presentation. The process building this process graphically, we build this digital workforce. And even even when we integrate it with machine learning or intelligent artificial intelligence, or even if you perform some computer vision kind of things, that all these things integrating, and the building the process, after building the process, the work which has been performed are known as this digital workers. And then we have a control room where you can monitor all the things. You can monitor the digital workforce count. You can monitor the way digital workers are working, or you can even schedule the digital workforce, the securities. Everything has been managed in this control room. So as we have all these functionalities with us, we call this platform as an intelligent platform. So hope you are clear with this slide. Yeah, thank you. let me move further. So yeah, integrating. So yeah, there is nothing much to introduce our Blue Prism tool. The same things what I have written, what I have told you in all of my previous slides. When you compare, when you integrate all these things and build the thing, build a graph, and if it is build a graph, then obviously we call it as a digital worker. The same thing what I have stated there. In our introduction slide of a Blue Prism tool. I'll just read it out for you. As Blue Prism software enables business operations to be legally agile and cost effective by automating manual rule-based representatives back office process and improving accuracy by developing a digital workforce. This is about this is about small definition of our when you say what is Blue Prism tool, we can say these things. Rather, all these things I have explained you till now in all my previous slides. That is what I'll not take much time on this slide. And so till here, do you have any kind of queries till this slide? If you have any kind of queries, please post it in a chat. I'll answer them. Next, I'll just give some 3 minutes of time for this query session, and then we'll move further and download our software of Blue Prism. And the main thing, dear participants, to download this, yeah, you will be knowing shortly, sir or ma'am, regarding what you have, what this Blue Prism gives in a free trial version. I'll show you everything. To do this, to download this software, basically, you need to have a Blue Prism uh, login ID and password. You have to have an account in our Blue Prism portal. So everything from the first step, I'll do it along with you. You just if you are on your laptops, can perform simultaneously with me, or if you are on your mobiles, then we have our recordings available to you all in our YouTube channel. You can go through it and download later on when you are free. So yeah, coming back, as I mentioned, like I'll be waiting for 2 more minutes for a query session. If you have any kind of queries, you can just tell me. Yeah, I'm open for the queries. uh, did you all understand till here, or I don't see queries because I'm just in confusing whether what I'm telling is understandable to you or it's not. When I don't see queries, I get into a dilemma, like whatever I'm saying is clear or not. Can you just confirm whether whatever I taught till now or whatever I told till now is clear to you all without any queries? Yeah, thank. And yep, as mentioned, in today's session, I have not planned for any, hands-on, because I have only 2 hours for the day, and from tomorrow I'll be taking the session from 6 to 8:30. So there we'll be having 2.5 hours of time, and I have planned day 2 and a day 3 for a hands-on session. And even in a day 3, if time permits, I'll take you through that web automation, which I have told you, a use case of EMI calculation, right? I'll take you, we'll in a session, along with you, I'll be building that entire web automation digital worker. So most often I planned everything for day 2 and day 3. The entire hands-on is on day 2 and day 3. No, there will be no test kind of thing in this. There is no test kind of thing in our build-a-thon, entire build-a-thon. Yeah, they are same. Where I can take a few companies, there are many companies, but I just wanted to mention few which are well known to us. That is EY, Accenture, IBM, and as I told, IBM, AWS are very soon being the part of Blue Prism. Even when I go through their website, when I'll be taking you to that website of Blue Prism, you can have a glance over there as well. All the customers they have listed there. You can have a glance on Blue Prism portal. These things will can be told by Manjunath. Customers and all. He has the entire data with him, so he can help you out better. I know is EY and Accenture, Microsoft. All these are part of this Blue Prism customers. Yep. As introduced, as I'm taking the introductory session, I'll be only taking, two hands-on sessions as well. Is IBM has any RPA tool? IBM is deploying an RPA service in their cloud, and that is what I've told you. They are hiring for RPA developers to do the things. They are very soon going to launch the service for RPA as well. What I feel when it comes to learning for these technologies, I don't feel age matters to learn any kind of technology. No, IBM Watson is not an RPA tool. Here, when it comes to an industries or chemicals, if you want to get the entire data, you cannot sit and search for that data, right? That data collection of that data can be automated here, ma'am. Yeah, see, after training, we have a model of building a project. Even if you are attending our sessions for the continuous 3 days, we are giving a certificate this time. As a part of Gurukul, we were not giving that. Like there we have mandated training sessions plus project build-a-thon, but here we are not doing that. Even if you are attending our training sessions, we are giving you certificate. And I personally recommend to be part of our build-a-thon, where you can go through the projects, where you build the projects. When what I feel is learning the things theoretical is much better than learning the things practical. We get more amount of knowledge, ample amount of knowledge we can extract on a technology, or it might be in any field, by doing the things rather than hearing the things. What we follow and we design our every event in that format only. So yeah, without much wasting of your time, participants, can I move further? Can we all start installation of our process? So yeah, before moving further, how many of you are with your laptops? Just raise your hands. Yeah, okay, I see many S here in my chat. So let's move on to our software installations. Just a second, I have a query. Sorry, Smita ma'am, I did not get you. Can we connect after this session so that you can explain me the detail, what was your query, and so that I can, answer it in a better way. I prefer, this Blue Prism has been allotted its software only for 64-bit systems. Even if you are on your 32-bit system, software will not be supported. It requires 64-bit. Sorry, mobiles will not be compatible for this software. Yep. So let's move further. I'll be sharing the URL with you. Even I have my URL. Yeah, Windows 7 can be supported. I have my URL here. Let me copy that and give to you people there. So, dear participants, I have given you, no, 32-bit cannot be compatible for this Blue Prism software. Sorry. Any drive. Yep, I have given you the link, direct link of this. Someone just tell me, are you able to access the link? Yes, right. Thanks for the confirmation. Let me also do along with you. Now here we have two versions, dear participants. We have a free trial version as well as we have a learning edition version. So you can choose any of them. I basically prefer this free trial versions. If you go with this learning editions, your duration is much and the process is limited. You can build only 5 processes and 1 digital worker, where here you have a limited duration, that is 1 month, and your processes are 15. So it's up to you. Or even let's go with this learning editions, as you all are beginners, I hope. Sorry if I'm wrong, but whenever I take sessions, I get many participants of a beginning level. So that is what we prefer, this learning editions for them. So just click on this learn more. Let me check whether they have removed or they're giving this edition anymore. So just click on this get learning edition. Are you all onto this page, dear participants? Okay, let me do a thing. I'll share your form link or that address of the website. You can directly navigate to this page. Yeah. So I hope you are all onto this page now, right? Previously, as my account was logged in, I was directly been taken to that. I hope all the participants are on this page. Participants, can I get a confirmation? Yes, right. Just click on this. So you don't have an option of creating your, yeah, you have an option of creating your account here, right? Sign up here. Just click on this sign up here. I believe many of the participants are not having the accounts in this Blue Prism, right? So just click on this sign up here. Yeah, you can accept the cookies. Not at all. No, not a problem. give your mail ID here. Give your mail ID over here. Give your username. Enter the captcha and just click on create an account. If you are done with this steps, please participants let me know, because whatever mail IDs I have, or I have already used it, and I have created the accounts here. I have got a message from a participant that she has done. Let us wait for the other participants as well. Once you all create your accounts, please let me know. Yeah. So once you are done with your accounts, I hope you are logged in, right? You are logged in. So are you all onto this page? Because the problem is, like, I've already used this my mail IDs, and for downloading all these versions, right? So I'll bit have some problem with the other things. And yeah, one of the participants was asking. One of the participants were asking who are the customers, right? So these are some cloud partners. They are the cloud partners of our Blue Prism, that is Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Oracle, and IBM. They are our customers of cloud partners of Blue Prism. When you click on when you go deeper about there, you will be getting every knowledge, detailed knowledge of their customers. Even Manjunath, even Manjunath will be helping you in that. Yeah. So use the URL which I have given. Let me paste that URL again in the chat. So please, participants, just you'll have access, dear participant. Just fill these details. Fill these details. So the participants who are not able to access it, please connect to me after this session, or tomorrow morning. I'll connect you through Zoom again, and I'll install the softwares in your laptop or your computers. Select your language, name and email address has been taken already. Let me give my mobile number here. Give your I hope address is automatically taken. Just click on submit. Sorry, I have to select the state here. It's not mandatory. Once after you submit your details there, you will be onto this page. So it shows 24 hours of time, but no, it will not take 24 hours of time. Will not take 24 hours of time. You'll get it very soon. Like, you'll be getting it in a 10 to 15 minutes. You'll get the software exe file to your mail. Yeah, I'll repeat it once again for you all. Just go to this just navigate to the URL which I have given. Now it will be not showing to me. Let me do it in a new tab here, as my ID is login. So when you log in into your Blue Prism accounts, when you use your Blue Prism accounts and get logged in, and just navigate to the URL which I have given in a chart. When you navigate to the URL which I have given in the chart, this particular page will be there onto your page. Yes, exactly. Within 10 to 15 minutes, we'll get you will be getting your exe file and license as well. Or I'll do one thing. I'll even, after this session or by tomorrow first hour, I'll just record the steps of installation and share it with you all. That will be much better, I guess, so that you will be ready with your steps before, like software is installed before we come into our next session, like tomorrow's session. Before coming to tomorrow's session, you'll be ready with that. I'll even tell now, and I'll even help you with the recording of steps, how to download and how to install everything. Let me check my email. Did I have get no, I did not get, I did not receive it yet. So any of the participants, did you receive that exe file and the license? Mostly it takes 10 to 15 minutes for that. Okay, so let's wait. No, sir, along with the license, you'll be having a exe file down. Only option mandatory things are your mobile number, ma'am. Rest of the things, your address is not mandatory. You can directly, submit the things. No, it's not required. You can give if it is required. If it is asking for sure your company name, you can just fill your college names there. It's not mandatory. So, without wasting the time, like without waiting for that exe file, let's cover up this Process Studio and Object Studio. Uh, Otherwise, I'll not be able to, you know, tell what is Process Studio and Object Studio if I wait for this. This question regarding certificates, I'll answer at the end. Yeah, regarding certificates, I'll answer it in the end. So yeah, let me take you back to this Object Studio and all. Sorry, before moving to, yeah, we'll be giving you the certificate. We are giving the certificate if you attend our daily 3 days training, as well as we'll be issuing the certificate if even if you are attending our project build-a-thons. Hope I'm clear. Yep. Without wasting my time, let us move to our detailed comparison. Until that, I'll see that. I hope you will be receiving your exe files. You'll get a link of your exe file. When you tap on that, an exe file will be downloaded. Not two certificates, only a certificate, only one certificate. Both the details will be mentioned in one certificate. If you are attending both for Project Build-A-Thon as well as training, both you will get a one certificate with the details filled in there. If you attend only a boot camps, you'll get only a boot camp certificate. Submission of the project is a must if you are attending for a Project Build-A-Thon, or we'll be issuing certificate only for boot camps. Okay, so let me show you the detail, this comparison between Automation Anywhere, UiPath, Blue Prism. Okay, so we have, as I'm mentioning in our top three slides, I mentioned you regarding, I mentioned you the company tools like Automation Anywhere, UiPath, and Blue Prism. Now here is a chart with a detailed comparison between them. learning, when you want to learn this technology, like when you want to learn this Blue Prism software, how to deal with Blue Prism software, or how to work, how to create this process studio, how to create this digital workers, and to get the foundational training, entire foundational training. Yeah, we have Blue Prism has provided us a LMS, which is by we have LMS provided by Blue Prism University. We can make use of that, and we can learn many things. It has provided vast amount of courses there regarding learning. And then coming to reusability, yes, reusability of our digital workers is also there with all the three tools. And then coming to this cognitive capability, this cognitive capability is nothing but our intelligent automations. I was mentioning, right, our intelligent automation, they are nothing but with integrating our AI, ML, computer visions, all these things that comes under this cognitive capability. Yeah, this cognitive capability is high when you compare these three tools. It is high with Blue Prism. And then accuracy, yeah, here you can even you can perform all the desktop automations, web automations, citrix automations. It is available with our Blue Prism. All the three things are available. And when you go with these two other two softwares, yes, they are there, but not that accurate. Okay. And coming to this operational scalability, yeah, we are when you compare the processes, or when you compare the execution period or the flows which you design is high and speed high with our Blue Prism. And then architecture is client server architecture. Regarding this client server architecture, we'll learn more when we do hands-on. When we do hands-on, I can show you why do we call this architecture as a client server architecture there. Yeah, in this UI path we have a web-based architecture where entire work what we create, like what are the flows we create in our UI path in a local system, has to be integrated with our architecture in this UI path. We have a web-based architecture there. Here we have client server architecture. Okay. Now coming to this design, a process designer, it's a visual process designer. And then coming to the technology, on which basis of technology this software is built. When you compare that, Blue Prism is built using C#. That doesn't mean that you should be aware of this C# language. It doesn't mean that. It's just stating that with which language their complete software is built on. They have used C# there to build this entire software. Okay. And then reliability, yeah, reliability is very much high with this Blue Prism. Coming to this, which is most important for any developer, certifications. As I mentioned, like Blue Prism is offering many Blue Prism University is offering many courses where we can learn and get the fundamental knowledges, or even you can learn more about advanced automations, more techniques of web automation, desktop automation, all these things in their Blue Prism University portal as well. So regarding certifications, yeah, Blue Prism has their test partner who is PersonView. They have collaborated with each other for these certifications. You have to write certification exams. They have different levels of certification exams, like AD01, ADP01. The basic certification exam of this Blue Prism is AD01. If you have AD01, if you are an AD01 certified, then you are called a certified developer of a Blue Prism. That is a basic examination of Blue Prism, that is AD01. And most more regarding in a detailed manner, detailed info about this education, like learnings and the certifications will be provided by Manjunath, as he has told, like he'll be taking a presentation on a final day. He'll be covering much regarding certifications in on the last day. Okay, so this is a comparison. By this comparison table, you can understand why Blue Prism is currently leading the market, currently leading the entire market. So can I move further, dear participants? Citrix, I hope someone has asked me regarding, Citrix automations. Citrix automation is nothing but automating your keyboard, typing things, keyboard, automating your keyboard, automating your GUI automations, all these things comes under this Citrix automations. Mainly the BPO automation, the BPO work which is done, which is automated is known as comes under the Citrix automations. Hope I am clear for the participants who has asked for Citrix automation. No, there is nothing way you have to create a new ID again with Blue Prism with different email ID to get the license again for after 180 days. As in the backend, we use MySQL. Everything will be stored as a database, right? Even if you delete, again they re-backup and they check for that particular mail ID. So whenever you want to renew your license, you have to download it again. And yeah, before telling you the difference of Process Studio and Object Studio, I just wanted to tell you what is Process Studio and what is Object Studio. Okay, so now coming to this Process Studio. Coming to this Process Studio, we have in this Process Studio again we have a process flow, and in Object sorry for that. In Object Studio, whatever the flows we have built are known as object flows. Okay, the process or the flow which is built in this Process Studio is known as process flow. Now in this process flow or in this Process Studio, you can build all the types of business processes, which are not related with third-party application integrations. Without using your third-party integration applications, you can automate the local things, local things, the local businesses like PDF automations, Excel automations, extracting the data from one PDF to the other PDF, all the automations related to Excels, these kind of local automations without an interaction with third party, that is web automations, and without interaction of this web related things are known as can be done in this Process Studio, and we use process flow there. And when you come for this Business Studio, as business flows are used to basically build up interface points, as I was stating you regarding web automations, right? I have told you an example of EMI calculations. There what we use is this business flow, sorry, object flow, Object Studio. We use this Object Studio to build up the interface, to build that entire process. As we have to interact with my Chrome or Internet Explorer, right? When we have to interact in these third-party applications, that is your Internet Explorer or the Google Chrome, we go with this Business Object Studio. And in this Object Studio, we have an application modular. By use of this application modular, we do this web automations where we give our hyperlink, where we give our URLs, which page it should navigate, and what are the things it should capture, or what are the things it should enter. While I was telling about web automations, I told you about EMI calculator, right? In there, what we have to fill that amount, and we have to fill the tenure, and all these things can be done using this application modular. So hope you are clear with this. What is Project Studio and Object Studio, and what do we perform in this Process Studio, and what do we perform in this Object Studio? Hope you are clear with this. And when comes to this Project Studio, we have only a main page there, a main page where we have to build the flow. Rather than when you go with this Object Studio, you have a start and a clear point. You have two tabs there. Rather than having a single main page, you have two things there. So are you clear with the with the Process Studio flows and Object Studio flows? Can I get some confirmation? Yes, and just the difference in this in this entire Blue Prism software is, when compared to the other things, is like when compared to the other project tools, is like the process flow which we build is graphical presentation in with our Blue Prism, whereas it is in a two-dimensional with our other two softwares. That is like other two tools. That is one main difference between these three tools. The other two uses one, and this representation is entirely in a graphical presentation. If you wanted to interact entire thing with entire thing as an web applications, when you want to perform all these web automation things, you can directly jump with the object flows. Yeah, even you can integrate both this project flows and object flows as well. Like when we do our hands-on things, you will be getting a much more idea on these flows. So any other queries from any like other participants? If you have any queries, just post me in this chat. Yeah, I forgot to tell you the difference, like what are the chat you are able to see on your screens. There I'm just giving you the I'm just giving you the chart flow there, right? When you come with this Business Studio, it is created as a diagram that looks like a flow by a development tool, and here you have a graphical representations, right? Coming back here, when you compare the stages, we have an alert stage in the Process Studio, and when you compare this Object Studio, we have read, write, navigate, code, and wait, stages with Object Studio. I was telling you regarding inputting our amount and the tenure directly in our web, right? That can be done by the stages of this write and read. With the help of these both stages, we can perform that operations, writing or reading. We have the main page, as I've told you, and in Object Studio we have initialize and cleanup page. We have both the pages in this. And again, process interacts with the Object Studio and the control room. Here, Object Studio interacts with an external applications. So the participant who was asking, you can have a clear difference here. You can see the last to second point, clear difference. And then here we can launch an application modular is not present with the Process Studio here, and this in application modular, in this Process Studio we have an application modular. For differentiating both the studio, both the flows, or both the studios what they have, we don't have any architecture. So hope I'm clear. Whatever I have taught you till now, hope it's clear for you all. Dear participants, are you clear with entire process what I have told till now? Yeah, because we are done for the day. As I've told you, I'll be taking you the introduction. I'll be taking the introduction of RPA, and then about platform, and then I'll be telling you about Process Studio, Object Studio, and introduction of our tool. Just I'm waiting if any of your participants get the tool, that can be downloaded. No, they don't. Amazon is able now, they'll be implemented as now they have fresh partnered with Blue Prism. Now they'll be they are trying to implement many things, and even they are trying to offer as a service for the customers. Yeah, sure. I'll draft. I'll prepare a PDF for the steps to be installed, as well as I'll try my best to do a recording on the same, and I'll share it with you as soon as possible in the morning. So sir, who have not installed, or who are not getting that steps, who are not getting that key as well as all the procedures, I'll explain you the detailed procedure, and I'll share you. I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you a video or a detailed process of installation. Previously, Windows 7 was also supported. I hope now also it is supporting Windows 7. I'll be checking, and I'll be checking with you. I'll check with the team and let you know, ma'am. So, what is the problem you are facing, sir, while you are logging with while you are trying to log into the Blue Prism? You'll get a email, ma'am, because as I did along with you people, I have received that email now. Just now I have received. How long does a robot automation project take? Ma'am, it completely depends on your scope of work you are trying to automate. It completely depends on scope of the work you are trying to automate. Sure. Then, sir, we'll do one thing. We'll just connect in the morning, because now I have a meeting. I have to skip for that. If not, I'll be able to connect now. But as some pre-scheduled meetings, I'll not be able to connect now. I will be. Let's connect in the morning. Just the people who are facing a problem regarding the software installations. For you all, I'll definitely provide you the steps of installation for sure before tomorrow you come to the sessions. You'll have all the things done with you. You can select any time zone. So exe file links can't be shared, sir. You have to go to that particular Blue Prism, Blue Prism website and download request there. Then they'll be sending you the things. So yes, I'll just be available for you for the next 5 minutes, and sorry for that. I have to jump for another meeting. That is what I'll be just only available for you for the next 5 minutes. So if you have any queries, just please you can ask me. I'll try my best, satisfy you. Yes, we do have a Telegram channel where you can post your queries, and I'll be answering there. We do have a Telegram channel. You can just go to our website. Let me take you to our website. So this is our website, and when you scroll it down here, we have given you the link of our Telegram, as well as I'm just pasting that same Telegram group link here in the chat as well. Here is the link. Yes, sir, I have shared it with you. I have shared the Telegram link. You can. Can I know where you are asking about, like which picture file to be uploaded? Which hope it will not be asking for an picture to while registering while registering your software, or while registering on Blue Prism software, Blue Prism portal you are asking, because why portal, it's not mandatory. Even I have my portal without picture. Just recently I've updated because I've connected with Blue Prism community, so it's mandatory there. We have to upload the photo. If you are getting connected to the Blue Prism community, as we also have a community for the Blue Prism, where people from entire globe will be there in that community, and even if you face any kind of issues while you are performing your task, or while you are building your process, if you are facing any errors, you can post them in that community. Persons will reply you. So yeah, before ending up the sessions, again I'm repeating, like if you have any queries, you just post here so that I can answer, and the things related, the steps related for the steps related for installations of the softwares and registering of the software, I'll be sharing it with you in a form of PDF or in a form of a video for sure, so that you all can download the software before coming to the tomorrow's session. Yep. Before leaving the sessions, I have a small request from all the participants that please fill this registration form, as it's a mandatory. Like our team will be monitoring your attendance here as well. So please fill the form of feedback, and please someone please let me know whether you are able to access the form or not. So are you guys are you all is it for the day 2? Sorry, it's for the day 1. I hope there's a typo mistake there, typo error. Let me rectify that now. No, it's not for the day 2 form. It's for the day 1. There's a typo error, I guess. Let me correct that. You all can fill up for that. I hope I have not got a collaboration for that. That's for the day one only participants. Hope now it is changed for you all there in the form. Yeah. Sorry for that inconvenience. Yeah, you can if we are facing any challenges with learning editions, we'll go with the free trial edition. And I'll make sure I'll just connect with the Blue Prism team and make sure, like, uh, which is working, or like, if you have any problems, I'll connect to them and I'll make sure from their end. So the link which I have given is for the day one. There was a typo mistake. The team has forgot to change the title. Sorry for that. So can I end up the session? Do you have any queries to ask? Yeah, thanks for your time, participants. Hope you have got some knowledge, and hope this session helped you in getting the introductory part of RPA. Dharmendra sir, exe file link will not be same to all people. It differs from mail to mail. It differs with the registration. The license link, it will be linked with the license, so it will not be same for all. Even if you try with mine, you will get an error while you are registering for it. Hope I can end the session. Please confirm, participants, because I have another meeting scheduled. Sorry for that. Yes, thank you. Thank you all. Have a great day ahead. See you in the next session, participants. Please don't forget to fill the feedback form, as it's a mandatory. So if anyone wants to reach out me, you can reach out to the Telegram group, or even I'm sharing my email ID to you, where you can write up to me. So yeah, here is the feedback link. Sorry, feedback form link. Thanks for your time, dear participants. Thank you. Yeah, I have many. I can see hands raised here. Do you have any problems? The participants who have raised their hands before ending. Hope I can solve them and end the meet. No, resubmission is not necessary. I got your response. Like I'll be getting you all the responses there. Thank you all. I'm ending the session. Thank you.